Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today I'm in Portugal. Not that it's gonna make much of a difference because it's pitch black outside already. For my regular viewers, we could just see that it's out there. There's a city down there somewhere. You can probably just mostly see me in the window there, but yeah, it has been pouring down rain most of the day, and I had myself a permission to do a burn of the garden waste that I've done out there, and yeah, that was very difficult to get up and going, burning that. So yeah, late night I had this project here. I brought this TerraMaster down here probably about a year ago by now, and the idea is I'm not gonna run the TerraMaster on it. I actually installed ProxMox on it on a video because I was gonna bring it down here. So there's ProxMox on this box, and I got hold of some better hard drives. These are HGST drives, and 2017, and they're 8 GB drives, but there are the 4K version. So I am not entirely sure if they will work in the TerraMaster 4K drives. For the normal ones, I think 512, is that correct? I forget. Never mind, but these are 4 TB drives, so if I could take these 4 TB drives out, which is from 2012, so that means that these are 12 years old. That would be a very big increase of the storage capacity of the TerraMaster here, and that would be awesome. So it's quite a while since I did the video on the TerraMaster, and I thought, what did I install that ProxMox on in here? So I actually took the screws out, they are over here, and I thought, we better start the video here so that you can follow along. So we take the end off, and we take the TerraMaster out, and this is where I became very happy and very sad, because on the back here we have 2 NVMe slots. Awesome! And then we have a RAM slot, and I just looked up on their website. I have it on the screen over here. There, that's the unit that I have, and it comes with 4 GB DDR4 RAM, and that was where I got very sad, because I had this 16 GB RAM block sitting at home that should I bring that for the... I have another little tiny machine that I did a video on not that long ago, the Geekcom, and I didn't bring that RAM block, and that would have fitted extremely nice in that little slot right there. So I'm kind of sad that I didn't bring that RAM block, because Pop and this tiny little server would have had 20 GB of RAM, and that would have been one heck of an improvement compared to the 4 GB that it has right now. So yeah, sad. It would have brought the box out of balance. The other RAM block is located right here, and yeah, it's oh, that's gonna be hell to get back in there. Come on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, there is a little TerraMaster RAM block right there for you. DDR4, so dim. Yeah, so yeah, that's I would have loved that. Why didn't I bring that? And down boy, got it. I got happy because I saw the NVMe drives, which I had long forgotten was sitting there. I don't think these are anything special, because these are King spec Chinese off brands. I'm not expecting that they're very, I forget how big they are, but they're not very big. Might be 200. Oh, does it say it? No, they don't even say how large they are. We'll figure that out when we get this up and running. But yeah, there is 2 NVMe drives in here, and so most likely I installed ProxMox on them, which means that I can take the other drives out and replace them with the 8 GB and see if that works. But I think I'll put it back together, put the 4 TB drives back in and power it up, and I might have to go into ProxMox and remove those drives before putting the 8 TB in. I think that would be a nice way to do it. We might have to go in here again for some stupid reason, so I'm just gonna loosely put in 2 screws. There, and then one down. Wow. Okay, I might actually just put in loosely 4 screws, so that way the screws don't disappear on me. But yeah, the TerraMaster. Oh, you know what? We could also fix it so that it's not upside down. That might actually not be. Why is it upside down? Did I really put the whole thing in upside? I did. Okay, cut. There we are. If you don't tell anyone, I won't tell anyone either. But yeah, that didn't happen. So this box is rather nice. It runs off 12 volts. It has an HDMI port. It has 2 USB ports, and it has 2 network ports, 2.5 gigahertz. Nothing else. Power on. 2 hard drives and the 2 NVMe drives. It is kind of a nice little form factor. The processor is not very fast. It's an N5095 quad core processor. It's yeah, 2 gigahertz. It's not quick. The box can handle up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, so I could put 2 16 gigabyte blocks in here if I had remembered the one that I forgot. I have no idea where to get RAM down here, but yeah. So I will connect this. Oh, we can put the drives back in. They need to go in that way. Right. I have had this powered up down here with a tiny little monitor on it for a little bit of testing at some point, but I have the cable for the monitor ready. Then we just need some power, and I need to connect the keyboard. So yeah, it can sit over here. So it runs off this tiny little power supply here, and it supplies 12 volt DC 3.33 amps, which is 39 watts. That means that this box, I could very easily put a battery on that box, maybe with a little bit of a regulator that regulates it down to 12 volts so that it doesn't get 14 volts or whatever a 12 volt battery could deliver. But that would be very neat to run this of solar or something else. That would be a fun project. But yeah, I'm rambling. I actually just want to highlight this keyboard for a second. I think it's pretty cool. This is like a console keyboard for like for a rack, that you put this in the KVM switch console, and you have a touchpad, and you have the clitoris up there, and on the back it's a Lenovo. People always ask me about these keyboards, so that's the part number, but this is dangerous because this is a Danish keyboard, so make sure it's. But it also has, you connect it to a USB port, and then it has a USB hoop in here. So right here is the connection for my wireless mouse. Oh, very well stuck in there. So just pop that in there, and it only takes one USB connection on the back of the device, and there's only 2 there. So if I wanted to put in like a USB key with some software on it, I would run into issues that I was using both if I was like using a keyboard and mouse. But with this one, I can connect the keyboard and I could put in my USB stick here, for example. And yeah, I kind of like this keyboard. Plus, it fitted in my luggage because it's short. So yeah, let's try and power this on. Power on, dude. And we need the monitor to see the signal. We need to change that. Where do we do that? HDMI 1. Okay, I got a screen on it, but it seems that I have Windows on here, some server edition. I believe that I have ProxMox on one of those drives and server something on the other one. So let's try and see if we can log in here. See what we have. Okay. There we are. We have server 2022 running on 4 GB of memory. What do we see? We don't see a whole lot. We see just that one drive, which has server 2022 on it. And I believe that ProxMox is on the other drive, and my license has expired down here, so that's another issue. Doesn't matter, we were gonna run ProxMox and not Windows on this machine. Forget how to get in the BIOS. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna watch my own video over here a little bit and find out how I got into the BIOS of this to choose the right boot so that I can boot the other one. I could take it apart and just swap those 2 drives around. That would probably also do it. Okay, I just watched my own video a little bit so I know what I did last time. It's nice to have everything recorded. Oh, and for the regular viewer who follows me, I told you that I'm in Portugal right now, and my internet was working when I got here, except the power for the Wi-Fi bridge in the garage had been turned off. So I thought nothing was working, but when I turned the power on, well, that really helped. So yeah, we're gonna try and reboot, but before we do that, I'm gonna steal the network connection from my laptop and put that in the box over here. And seeing my own video, I was told that network port number 1 was the bottom one. So here it says that it's network port number 2. Doesn't matter. If we boot ProxMox, it's helpful that it has a network connection, otherwise we won't get far. So let's go out of that and reboot the system. There's our off. Well, and we should be able to press, come on, yes, continue. We should press delete or escape to get into the BIOS. We should get an AM there. That was easy. So over under boot, we should have some boot options. We have boot options, NVMe right there. And we don't have many options for picking the NVMe. So, that would have been too easy. Last time I went down here and I did some boot options, set the system boot order. And I did set these last time, and it does see ProxMox there. Okay, so it says ProxMox there, and it says that looks like to be the other. Maybe that's the one we need. These looks to be the 2. Let's try and boot from that one. Escape and then go fix that one. And let's try UEFI OS, that one. And let's try and save that and exit, see what happens. If that's not it, I don't know. That boots ProxMox. Very small text up here. and it boots it very quickly. So now we should be able to go to the computer over here and open another window, and that would be 192 something, and number 15 was the IP number, and then it needs port 8006, and we have something alive there. And let's see what we have alive. ProxMox, who would have known? So that's root, and then my secret password. Let's see if I remember that. And we're up and running. Awesome! So there is our ProxMox server hypervisor that I installed a year ago. There's a new version out since I installed this, but it's not that well spec'd. Those 4 gigabytes of memory is really not a lot. So, but it is up and running. Did I add any storage to this? Okay, it does look like I have added those 2 drives here, and they are available. And if we go up to storage, it looks like disk 1 and disk 2 could be them. And if we go down here, that is them, disk 1, disk 2. So I will remove those so that we can try and put the other ones in. There's nothing on them. I haven't created any virtual machines on this ProxMox. Okay, I just removed disk 2, and I have marked disk 1 here, and there is more options over there. So more, and it says destroy, and when you destroy, it gives you an option here. You have to write it down so you don't do anything stupid. So you write disk 1, and then you remove, and it does that fairly quickly. There, so that is removed. So now we should probably have some available drives. Do we have that? They're still down here. I don't know if we need to do anything more with them, but now they are not in there, so I think we're good to go. Let's just try and pop them out and pop the other ones in. So we're just gonna pop them out. I don't like this plastic, it's too tough. It's like, it gets a... Is there something I can do to ease opening it? I haven't found that yet. It's like... No, there's no... Okay. So let's try put one of these awesome drives in. Very funny actually that I have 2 4TB Hitachi drives here, and I'm replacing them with 2 8TB Hitachi drives. So Hitachi, do give me a call. I need the 16 terabytes. So we take these out of the trays. There. These are still good drives, so I will definitely plus I transported them all the way to Portugal, and of course the box only takes SATA drives, so I couldn't bring SAS drives. I usually have a lot of SAS drives. I don't have as many SATA drives, so that's an issue. So it goes in there, and then that one goes in there. And we can, let's pop them in at the same time. Let's do both of them first. So these new drives are also, they are from 2017, so they are like 7 years old. So they're 5 years newer than the ones coming out. go. Let's pop those in. Ugh, I don't like that sound. Really? It might be a little bit plasticky. Well, the console up here gives us an error. Well, yeah, there. It says something failure. Connect failure. Let's see if it really means that. There still sees 4 terabyte drives here. Do we need to refresh? Let's try an F5. That wasn't it. That's the lights. It sees the 8 terabytes, but there's all kind of crap on it, so I need to delete that first. Apparently I have had something on them, so yeah, I need those partitions gone. So I'll try and do some more deleting of stuff here. There's a white disk. Can I just wipe the whole thing? Well, they're empty, so why not try? Are you sure you want to wipe it? Yep. Done. That was nice. And then we have another one. That one. Wipe. Yes. Okay, so now we have 2 8 terabytes that are good to go. So we need some partitions on those. So we have the 2 disks there, and I want to put them in a mirror, and I'm not sure if I can do that with those options, but I found that I can do it with ZFS. So if we go into ZFS and create ZFS, we can give it a name and we can add our 2 drives there. 8TB, that wasn't an 8 TB data. Single drive, mirror. Compression on. That's standard off. Wait, let's just keep it on, and then select the drives that we want to use there and create, and it fails. It does not like my name. So if I spell it out, okay, so it didn't like the number. I forgot about that. So if I go up to the data center up here and I go and check storage, it already presents my ZFS here, and it says that I can put my disk image containers on it already. So I think that might actually already be good to go. I also found down here that I have thought ahead, and I have added images to my ProxMox that I might need down here. So there's like server 2019, server 2022, Windows 10 English, and pfSense CE 2.6. And one of the first things that I want to put on here is pfSense. But there's a new release. I put this on here back in 2022, so late 2022. So we need to download the newest pfSense. So I have found that here. So let's download that, and it's up here. It's downloading 548 megabytes. It's gonna take 3 minutes. With my awesome Portuguese network connection. So yeah, while that is downloading, we might as well I want to put server 2022 on it as well. So let's create a new virtual machine. Let's see, that's right click there and create new VM. It's on the right node. I want ProxMox to have number 100. I don't know why, but that's just how it goes there. 110, and this is gonna be server MGMT management. Resource pool. Oh, you can do resource pools in ProxMox. That's nice. Next, storage local. Oh, it does not see. Oh, it's where to get the ISO file. Okay, that's fine. I just thought that it didn't see the storage where I wanted to install it on. There, the ISO. It would have been smart if it had came up with the Windows. There. It does see the version though, so that's fine. Use, okay, next. So graphics card default, yes, machine, that, SCSI, UEFI, that thing. We need to put it on the right drive. TSM storage. We're gonna put that same. Next, disk. IDE. Usually that's perfectly fine. Let's go with SATA. It is SATA. This one needs special drivers. That's gonna get complicated. 32 gigabytes. That's a bit small. I think we can do with 100. We have 8 terabytes. It's gonna be fine. Cache, no cache. Disk bandwidth. Next. CPU. We have 4 cores. We should give it something to work with. 2 cores. We're gonna give it everything. I don't know. Yeah, we can always change it. I'm gonna give it everything. Then we need to tell it to use the host CPU. Next, memory. Yeah, that is not a lot to work with there. So it needs 4 gigabytes. Let's give it. Then we need a network card. That's fine. Even though it's only a 1 gigabit network card, I believe. Well, I only have a 1 gigabit switch, so it doesn't matter. So finish. And it created us a virtual machine up here, or the empty shell for it anyway. We are just outside of, well, you might be able to see that. Let's try and power this on. We get the console here, that one, so we can see it while it powers on. Guest not running. What did it say? Okay. So second time it did something. Press any key to boot from CD. Yes. I might have been too slow there. So we'll try and do that again. Okay, so now I got it. It's booting Windows. Let's see if it manages that. It's very limited with those 4 gigabytes of memory. So let's see, language to install is fine. I am in Portugal now. Should I put in Portugal? I probably should. Portugal. Oh, there's different sorts. Oh, that's a lot of Portugals. So time zone is Portugal. Keyboard and mouse. That is Danish. Danish. This becomes complicated. Next. Install now. Yes, sir. In the meanwhile, probably we have downloaded. Yeah, it seems to be finished. So we can go back to ProxMox and we can upload our new image file. So that goes to local, and upload and select file, and then we'll pick our download directory like there, and that's not it. Well, let's just upload that as well. Upload ESXi 6.7. That would be fun to have there as well. So upload. That's just how you upload a file. It's probably all good. So where did I put my pfSense? I need to go searching for that. pfSense, where are you? There you are. So why is the download down here? And makes no sense. Never mind. Okay, it uploaded that successfully. Task okay. Finished. Import successfully. Good. So we now have an VMware ESXi 6.7. I like this version. So let's try and see if we can find the other one wherever that is located. Okay, they have put it inside a gunzip file. So I need to extract it out of there. So to get it out of there, I need to install something. I don't have anything here, apparently. Oh. Okay, the good thing we had the other one. I don't want to bother with this right now. I'll do that later. In the meantime, this wants to know which version I want to install, and I do want the standard version with the desktop experience. So awesome. Next. Go. Terms and conditions. We're gonna approve that. Next. That one. And it sees our 100 gigabytes. That's awesome. Next. Did it crash? Not sure what happened there, but well, I restarted it, and it has gotten a lot further this time. Same settings, Portuguese time zone, Danish keyboard mouse, and yeah. The hard drives down here are talking quite a bit. You might be able to hear them. But I guess that's fine. We are having it apart again because when I reboot it, it wants to reboot the Windows version, and I want it to reboot ProxMox. So we're gonna try and swap these two around and see if it will reboot and use the other one, which I'm hoping. Otherwise, it's gonna be more difficult. This screwdriver is way too big for this. There we are. Okay, let's try that again. ProxMox, come on. This is taking longer than usual, but it works. So before I rebooted it and it started up Windows again, even if I had been in the BIOS and messed with it. So yeah, failed to start, import. Okay. Okay. This host is very busy. CPU, well, it's not that bad, but well, RAM is in the red, but this only has those 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it's working very hard on that. I did manage to upload the newest pfSense there. I had to install a WinRAR on my PC here, and then I was able to extract that and upload it. So that is good to go for another video. 1.5 years since I uploaded the other one, and I managed to, let's see, run server 2022 on here. So let's see some network, let's see some stuff. We need to disable this thing because that's irritating. Do not start down. Go and go away. So yeah, we are running server 2022. It's slow as heck on that RAM, but other than that it does work. So awesome plastic tripod that isn't straight, couldn't be better. So this was kind of a success. I was able to upgrade the little TerraMaster with the 2 hard drives that was twice the size, and we were able to put those in a mirror, so I have a little bit of safety for my very important server 2022 server. Yeah, it's quite irritating to have one of those hard drives die and then lose everything if they were like in a striped setup. I do most definitely need some more RAM in this. I could steal some RAM from another computer, but I was kind of hoping to start using that computer, so I might not do that. But now I can go ahead and I can do some updates for my ProxMox, which has also been running for 1.5 years, so might be an update or two. I even think it's not on the latest and the greatest version anymore, but yeah, never mind that. And I want to install pfSense on it so that I can have pfSense protect my little environment here, the firewall thing and port forwarding and so on and so forth. So might be coming up in future videos. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a remember to like this video, and have a very nice day. Bye bye.